on
No,
Discord?
on YouTube, she contacted me through a friend.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very nice young lady. A very nice
Mm,
young lady.
that's
Anyway,
good.
so you want me to look up the young vegan, the friendly vegan, the unfriendly
No,
vegan?
the militant vegan.
Der militante vegan, der militante.
Yeah, she's a German militant vegan. She's
The
oh, they're all the meat eaters
militant,
getting locked up.
the militant virgin.
But she isn't OnlyFans, so I don't know if she is. I mean, she's got like a
Let me test.
a
Let me
tape out
test.
there.
Um,
She has a debate with Shawn Baker. I don't know if you've seen that.
okay. 2,000 subscribers.
Oh,
Beacon.
sorry, she has 2 YouTube channels, by the way. She's German, so her German channel is Die Militant Veganerin. Do you want me to
Oh,
link it
der
to you? She has a few
militante
hundred.
der militante.
Yes.
I don't know if I can see TikTok. Meinen German content. Oh, she has a Discord.
She does.
Okay, let me
Is it
connect.
Vegan Wonderland or something?
Der Vegan
I'm not into her.
Wunderland.
Are you going to debate her? Are you going to debate her about veganism being
No,
nonsense?
vegans don't debate. Vegans run away.
She debated Shawn Baker. She's not
Yeah,
serious.
but okay. I mean, oh, there's people right now in her server, but it's locked because, of course. What's the point of all these channels? People have like hundreds of channels on their servers. Jesus.
And I shared the debate with Shawn Baker in the side chat. She declares that she won, but I mean, the issue was he just kind of conceded to her because he just couldn't keep listening to her. It's like, yeah, you're totally right, love. Yeah, you know what you're talking about. I agree. It's just terrible. Yeah, he just nods and agrees. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
All right, welcome. Today we have an interesting guest. This is Rafaela, the militant vegan, and I guess Rafaela, I guess let me ask
7
you,
months ago.
what is your hope to have with this
What's the
discussion? As you know,
debate?
I'm not a vegan, obviously, and currently you are, and so
Yeah, it was
what do you
7
hope to
months ago.
achieve?
Yeah, Vegan Gains did a reaction to it, but it wasn't very good. I can link the Vegan Gains reaction to the debate if you want to see that.
Do you have his? Do
I
you
don't have
have
a conception.
do you have Shawn Baker's channel?
Yeah, sure. Would you want to see the debate from his side?
No, I just want to have his. I just want to subscribe to his. It doesn't really matter. I don't care, but I'm wondering.
Yeah, my hope to achieve with my activism in general.
Yeah, the debate is also on his channel. The audio is kind of weird. I don't know. The audio is bad on one of their channels, but I don't remember which.
Is to make people aware of the plight that animals go through, the animal holocaust that is going on, the ethical rights violations in treating animals as objects that we would never do upon humans. We treat animals as if they are simply commodities, and that is not okay. And I would like to awaken you, and especially the people listening.
So she initially she's already gish galloping. She's bringing up multiple points instead of just one.
This debate later on to your contradictory stance in using animals as slaves when you would never do that to humans. I, as an animal rights activist, see veganism as our moral baseline and animal rights as the logical extension.
He named it on his channel, Emotionally Heightened Vegan, yells at Shawn Baker for 1 hour straight.
Into human rights.
Okay,
I put the link to his one on same video from his podcast. So what do you think? Are you going to subscribe to her OnlyFans?
So why isn't the world vegan? Is asking a question like
she doesn't look hot. She looks okay. I mean, she's hot.
This is your way of saying she's mid. Is that
she's not. Saying? Look, she's not my type. I need a chick to have very thick thighs, and she doesn't.
Well, you know what they say: thick thighs save lives. You know.
Exactly. So, yeah. Let me see how their debate
I think so. And
goes.
I can see the perspective for sure. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think all humans aren't vegan? What do you think's going on with that? Why haven't we? I mean, humans have been on the planet, arguably, Homo sapiens 200,000 years. Humans.
I gotta go. Just a minute. Tell me how it goes, okay?
Yeah, I'm listening. It's interesting.
We've hunted animals. We knew.
I mean, he's starting off. Oh, he left. Okay. Let me listen to what they say.
We were killing them the whole time. I mean, it wasn't like it's new. I mean, we've always known we kill animals. We've always chosen to eat them. We developed agriculture 12,000 years ago. We had the option maybe to go vegan back then, perhaps. And yet we continue to do that. And even today, 99% of the people in the world still continue to eat meat. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, so you as a doctor know that we are opportunistic omnivores and we have always been that way. So when times were rough, we have been eating more meat since vegetables and grains couldn't grow as well, and vice versa. And our dietary tract has evolved in a way that we can take nutrition from dead animal bodies and their excretions, but also from plant-based diets. So why isn't the world vegan is asking a question like, why is the world still racist? Why don't all women have rights? It's an evolving and an interference of tradition, of habit, of culture, of fascism. People want to be part of a group. People don't want to reflect what they've done, the mistakes that they have done upon others, and they don't want to be like a mirror of guilty conscience to their friends and family. It's very uncomfortable to learn that you've been growing up with a lie, that the whole system of our society fundamentally stands on animal slavery. And it's weird to realize that you two are petting dogs but shooting cows in the head, even though there's no ethically significant difference between these two groups of animals, and it's nothing else but racism. So it really is a matter of moral awakening that we have to put through the masses to show them that speciesism, so the slavery of animals, is nothing else than the slavery of humans used to be. And therefore the same question I can ask in any other form of moral success story, moral plight that we've been going through, discrimination. Why have we been using black people as slaves? Why are we now using animals as slaves? Where's the ethically significant difference that you would say, okay, this would probably be wrong, but we still do it with cows? It's a societary mistake that you are taking part in. So I would like to ask you at this point, Shawn, where's the ethically significant difference that allows putting cows in chains and using them as slaves, but not humans?
Okay, well, that's quite a bit there. Well, I mean, first of all, I mean, I know you said racism, and I guess you correctly said speciesism, I suppose. Just to be clear, I mean, all races have been enslaved. I mean, there are white slaves, black slaves, Chinese slaves, Japanese
Yes,
slaves.
that's true.
Slavery has not
Yes.
been unique to any particular and perpetrator. I mean, everyone has enslaved everyone. So
Oh, you're back.
Yes.
Well, let me just sort of answer your question perhaps with a question. So
Back again.
Back again.
The face of evil is back. Tell a friend.
Yes.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
if for instance, well, I mean, do you feel there's any
Finish the
appreciable difference
debate,
between
yeah?
Yeah, I'm listening to the debate, and I'm always curious. Like, he's trying to understand her. She's
But
like,
she does not want to be understood. She does not want to.
well, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Let's see where she takes it. Like, vegans, in my experience, are terrible debaters. So let's give her a chance. Do you want me to show you to link? Let me share my screen so you can see it if you so choose. Mhm.
human and animal?
Of course, there's differences, just as there are differences between you and me. You're a strong, heavy man. I am a female.
What?
I'm just looking for it.
You're looking for it? It's right here.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
sharing my screen.
I see. Okay, got it.
But none of these differences are ethically significant in the question of who I may use as object. We are both people who have the right not to be enslaved. So why doesn't a cow have that right?
Okay, but I mean, ultimately, we're talking life or death here. So let me just pose this question to you. If you were driving down the highway at high speed and you just happened to notice that there were two creatures sitting in the road, one's a small child and one is a bunny rabbit, and you have to swerve one way or the other, is there anything that compels you to swerve one way or the other? Or you just blindly, whichever way it goes, whatever
Wow, that's a great question. That's a good
It is.
question.
It is a great question.
happens? Or would you intently miss the child and kill the rabbit?
Yeah, so a couple of things. First of all, I would like the audience to know that Shawn has evaded my question of asking for the ethically significant.
Oh, so she's refusing to answer the question. Okay, but fine. She's saying, but she's talking to the audience instead of talking to Shawn. So, yeah. That's not good.
Well, I mean,
difference so far, but we still have.
What?
Well, they can't handle like an ostensive definition. When you point to something, you go, "This thing is not the other thing." They want like a deep deconstruction of the thing to know what part of the table makes it a table, and what part of the car is a car, and what makes the category different from the other category.
No,
It's
I mean, no. Right now, I'm still open-minded. I'm not prejudging her. Let's see.
Right.
Let's see how she like what she wants to say. Right now, she's saying, "Look, you're not answering my question, so it's like not fair, and you're asking and not answering." Okay. I mean, I agree with her. I mean, he needs to answer the question. She posed a good question.
You haven't answered that. I will
Now they're talking over each other, so okay, that's not good.
come back to it. I just wanted to let you know that you have dodged the question so far. Yeah.
Oh, he says point well taken. Okay.
So
all right. I just wanted to hold that for everyone, just so we don't lose the string of thought here. The second part is, I will answer this question, but before I answer it, I would like to state that this is a false dichotomy when it comes to discussing veganism, because in my everyday life, I don't have to decide would I rather eat the bunny rabbit or the human baby. I can decide to send neither to the slaughter.
There's nothing to do with that. He's really questioning, like, she's comparing animals to humans. So,
animals.
Right.
Yeah.
So he wants to see how far do you take it?
House. So this isn't the question that I'm asking people to decide to rather slaughter the human. I'm asking you.
She's like, that's not his question. She's like, that's not his question. His question is literally, what would you do in such a case, right? You're comparing animals to humans. How far do you take it? That's the question. Are they completely comparable? I wouldn't even say bunny rabbit. I would say insect. I would say there is a mosquito and a group of children. One mosquito versus
Mm.
at least I would start with them the tiniest. I would ask her, what's the tiniest animal? What's the tiniest animal? Do you mean all animals? Maybe a mosquito, or even there's creatures that are even tinier than mosquitoes. Anyway, I would start with even a tardigrade, which are microscopic worm-like creatures. So I would start with a
Yeah, she
tardigrade versus
she uses sentience, so
I don't
I don't
know.
know if the tardigrades were sentient.
Okay, so Destiny and Vegan Gains. Destiny already asked Vegan Gains, why do you care for sentience? Like Destiny proved that at the end it ends up as an assertion. Your entire veganism is just an assertion,
Mm.
because why do you care for sentience? Why not for being carbon based? Like plants and animals are carbon based. So why don't you care for all the same? Why are you distinguishing sentience? And of
Yeah,
course,
they don't like suffering and they don't like rights violations. And see, you can't violate the rights of something that doesn't feel anything, according to these people.
well, why do you care about feeling? Like when I sleep, I don't feel anything. So would you kill me if I don't? If I anyway, look, it ends up as at the end of the day, it's an assertion. That's like I was watching a debate between Destiny and Vegan Games, and Destiny correctly concluded, look, it's just an assertion. It's just it's axiomatic. Your veganism is axiomatic. As much as you want
Right,
it
right.
to be derived from some first principles, the first principles are an axiom. So it's all derived from an axiom. So it's just an axiom. So your veganism and my Nazism are identical. Congratulations.
Mm.
Why shouldn't we just not slaughter both? That is the question. However, if I am fair enough, I will engage with this moral experiment.
Okay, fine. Why don't we slaughter both? That's also a good question.
It really depends on the individual. So if, for example, the baby is baby Hitler,
Oh, it's a baby Hitler. How do you know that the baby he's just a baby? If I showed you baby Hitler,
Yeah, baby Hitler didn't even do anything wrong. He was a baby.
he didn't even have a mustache. How could you tell it's baby Hitler? It's like pre-must.
Imagine he was born with a mustache.
Yeah.
and the other is an innocent baby rabbit, I would swerve towards baby Hitler and fucking massacre that baby, because that would probably stop
Oh
him
my
from.
Oh,
god.
I forgot she's a German. They hate Hitler. It's like,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
She's in trouble, by the way, for this kind of stuff, for saying this kind of stuff.
she's not allowed to say
Like,
that she hates Hitler.
well, yeah, but she said things about the Holocaust and stuff, and using these analogies is not covered by free speech in Germany.
Wonderful. All
So
right.
she's being charged like all the time in two different places.
Okay.
Like, there's two different provinces of Germany that are like trying to get her.
Killing all the Jews and doing the Holocaust stuff, So it depends on the individual.
Oh.
If we have a vegan world, and I know in the hypothetical scenario that you're bringing me here, that this baby will grow up to be the most effective vegan activist, stopping hypocrites like you from slaughtering baby cows.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
that's
Can I just
useless.
say something about this?
Hmm.
Right, like she's talking about killing the baby.
What?
Like I mean, killing Hitler. I don't even know if that really solves the issue. Right, like he didn't create hatred of Jews. Like he didn't raise himself. Other people indoctrinated him to nationalism in school. Like, why didn't she kill his teachers? Like, why is she killing the baby? Like,
I
you're just
don't.
assuming
Yeah.
killing the baby stops the whole thing from happening. Or like Himmler's still going to be around.
But
Uh,
you have to.
Goebbels.
But you also have to prove that the Holocaust was wrong. That the Holocaust was
Yeah, yeah.
unethical. That's impossible to prove. I mean, Hitler just lost the
Right.
war. That's why Hitler is bad. Basically.
And
Yeah,
bunny is
there's
just a
some
bunny.
truth to that.
What? Yeah.
just a bunny in quotes, then I would swerve and kill the bunny. But we can play with all these levers. Have a
Wait, so she would save the child and kill the bunny? All right. Well, then how is she different than me?
Right, go back. Yeah, she's like a speciesist. You're right.
Yeah, the same as us.
massacre that baby because that would probably stop him from killing all the Jews and doing the Holocaust stuff, you know? So it depends on the individual.
Yeah, if you kill Hitler, it will probably stop him from killing all the Jews, you know?
If we have a vegan world,
'cause
and I
he'll
know
be
in a
dead,
Yeah.
hypothetical scenario that you're bringing me here, that this baby will grow up to be the most effective vegan activist, stopping hypocrites like you from slaughtering baby cows, and the bunny is just a bunny in quotes, then I would swerve and kill the bunny. But we can play with all these levers.
Oh, she would kill the bunny only if she knew that the child would grow up to be a vegan activist to stop people like you. So, in general,
Yeah, that's an argument vegan gains uses. She watches vegan gains. That's where she gets a lot of this stuff. So like, she doesn't care about anybody. They're not vegan. Like even in the debate about the CEO, he debated Destiny about it. He was
right?
like, "Well, the CEO wasn't vegan," and Destiny's like, "Well, how do you know he wasn't vegan?" And he doesn't. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember. I watched it. Yeah.
So they just assume everybody's not vegan anyway.
Well, yeah, that's also true.
Have a 99.
Vegan Gains also goes to vegan conventions and yells at them because they're not as vegan as he is.
Yeah, he's banned from a bunch of them.
He
But they don't
also,
like him a lot of the time because the Israel-Palestine thing too.
he also
He hates
says,
intersectional.
right, he also says, if you feed, basically, if you feed your cat animal
Animals.
food, you're a Nazi.
Yes, he called his wife a Nazi in the
No, he
debate
did.
with
He
Vince
didn't.
Goodrum.
No, he did not call his wife a Nazi, even though his wife is, according to him, his wife is a
Yes.
Nazi. So apparently, being a Nazi, it's okay because right, he sleeps at night next to a Nazi. So
But he doesn't. She moved out yesterday.
she moved out. What happened?
Yeah, they're getting a divorce.
Why?
I don't know. He said they went to the psychiatrist and he got diagnosed as a narcissist, and she was freaked out by that. And there's a bunch of other stuff, and
That's
yeah,
that's ridiculous. That can't be it.
yeah. Oh, there's probably other stuff happening. He just wouldn't talk about it.
I don't believe it. That doesn't.
I'll send you the video. I'll send you the video if you don't believe it.
Yeah, send me a link. That's interesting.
Yeah, let me find the video. I need like 5 minutes.
Year-old with cancer, human on one side, and a little dog. And I think even most humans who have never engaged with this line of questioning with veganism as an ethical stance would probably save the little dog instead of the 99-year-old who will die the next day from cancer, who isn't even sentient anymore since cancer has eaten up their brain. So, like I said, we can play this game. It depends on the individual. It does not depend on the species, but on the characteristics that come with the individual in this line of questioning. However, like I said, this is not the dichotomy that we are facing everyday life. We don't have to go to the supermarket and decide, will I shoot the cow or will I shoot the human? We don't. Why are you shooting cows if you would never shoot humans? That is the question, which leads us back to the question that you've dodged before. Where's the ethically significant difference between humans and animals that allows holocausting animals but not doing the same thing to humans?
Okay, yeah. So
Good question. All right, she knows, like, she's a good debater. She's really smart. That's good.
I mean, obviously, in the split second it takes you to swerve, you're not going to know if it's Hitler or if it's 99.
Dodge.
But I mean, so
Oh, she said dodge.
I got this video for you that you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, but I want to just listen a little bit more. Look, so Shawn Baker, I don't think he debates in general, and she probably debates. So that's his disadvantage. Like you can't walk into a
Yeah,
debate.
he's just not. He's not.
No, that's it. Like when I walked into the debate, my initial debate with Ask Yourself and Dr. Avi, like at least I've watched by then many debates, and I thought I was gonna help Dr. Avi understand finally why he's wrong, and but he refused to debate me. I didn't even understand that he's really just dodging me. I mean, literal dodging me for hours. But still, I mean, it was difficult to deal with them because it's difficult to deal with they're smart and they know how to debate. Anyway, but yeah, she's doing well, and he's unprepared a little bit. But what would I say? I mean, she didn't really answer the question, right? He asked her a baby and a bunny, no more information. She added
Yeah, she
information.
she she rejected
Well, she didn't.
yeah, exactly. She added to the
Right,
hypothetical.
she didn't answer the original. He could just say, "Okay, now please answer my question."
So I mean, there's some sort of intrinsic gut.
Yeah, so you
belief
dodge.
that
Sure, you're
maybe
dodging. Are you going to answer? Are you dodging, or are you going to answer?
No, okay. So just restate your question so I can.
Yeah.
Know,
So where's the
what's base of your
ethically
question?
where's
That's good. That's good.
the ethically significant difference between humans and non-human
Right.
animals that allows enslaving, raping, and holocausting animals, but not humans? Where's the ethically significant
Right. There is no answer. There is no answer. It's an axiom. That's just the way our societies run. If I would
Mhm.
shoot a human, I would be shot, and if I would shoot a cow, they would pay me for it. That's it. There's nothing more to it.
Yeah, unless you're an executioner or something. I mean, obviously,
Right.
yeah.
If you're exactly, yeah.
difference?
Okay, well, I would say what is ethically different that I would kill an animal, not a human, right? That's I guess that's the basis.
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah.
I think humans and animals are different. I think they're
Right,
completely different.
Shawn.
Okay, so he says they're different, but you have to say they're not
And what is
necessarily
the difference?
right. But yeah, no, they are different. But so what if they're different? I mean, two humans are also different. But the answer is
Yeah.
just society would punish me if I kill a human, and society rewards me if I kill an animal. And that's it. And vegans, they hate it because they want ethics to be derived somehow from first principles, but they aren't. I mean, they can pretend that they like, but it just isn't. I mean, ethics are just like human language. It just evolved. No one knows why and how. That's English is the way it is. Religions are the way they are. Legal systems are the way they are, and ethical systems are the way they are. They just evolved with humans. That's it. Like, why do we have 5 fingers in our hand and not 6 or whatever? There's no real answer. That's it. There's no answer. There's no. It's not derived from first principles.
That is not answering the question. What's the exact differences? The ethically significant differences. Like I said, and I think anybody who's watching this video can say, "You are a man. You have great broad shoulders."
I would answer define ethical.
Wow. He's wearing a T-shirt with this kind of text. I'm wearing a T-shirt with that. I
Yeah,
have 1
she
million
says
ears on.
this a
We
lot.
have
Right.
Where
What?
something is unethical.
What are you saying?
She says that a lot where something is unethical.
She says
But
what?
like, I mean, it's up to the person. She says it's unethical,
1 second.
right? But like, what determines
No, she.
unethical is your own values. She's doing it for someone else. Like, she'll say it's unethical if you should do this. That's just her opinion.
Right. So that's why I would ask her define ethical, and that's when people poop their pants. They discover that wait, ethics are just nilly willy. It's like define chair.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can define a chair, but you can't. I mean, ethics. I mean, where did ethics come from? Nowhere. Ethics came right. There's no first principles from which ethics are derived, and this is what drives vegans insane. That there are no ethics. That ethics is just axiomatic in society. Anyway.
difference as you and me, right? But we also have similarities. We have stuff in common. Like if I punch you, you would probably say ow. If somebody punches me, I would probably say ow. We don't want to hurt. We both feel the same way. One can metaphorically say we all bleed the same color. So the reason we give human rights is not because we have exactly the same skin
Oh, she's going for the human rights. Okay.
color, you and me, or because we have the same heritage or we speak the same language, but because we realize that humans
Oh, she tripped. She tripped on her own words. Because we give human rights, we don't give animal rights, and that's the answer. There's right. Humanity in general has human rights. We have different animal rights than human rights. It's just society. That's the way society is run.
Right, right.
I
Yeah,
don't.
she believes in the vegan gains view that animals should be given human rights.
Mhm. I mean, that's what he says. It's not what he
Yeah.
does. Obviously, he doesn't give animal human rights, and he doesn't give
Well,
human.
he would say, what human right am I depriving the animals of?
It doesn't
He would
matter.
ask
I
that.
mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the question is, why do you give humans rights? Why do you do that? Why do you give humans rights?
It's related to your upbringing and your own
The,
values and
actually, the
certain
answer is,
experiences.
if you don't give humans rights, according to the UN, we hang you. The last people that did not give humans rights, we hung them. So the reason you give humans rights is because otherwise we'll hang you. So you don't give
Wait,
humans
who is that?
rights. What?
Wait, which humans got hanged?
In the Nuremberg trials,
No, okay.
right? We hung
Did the
10.
UN do that? UN didn't do that, did they?
Well, I think some international body did it. It's like
Okay, sure.
The Hague. The Hague is like the
Right.
International Criminal Court. So The Hague,
Yeah.
whatever. So they said that if you don't give humans rights, we'll hang you. So everybody gives humans rights. That means we don't give humans rights. We're threatened. So
Maybe you're right, actually. Yeah, because the UN was formed in 1945.
yeah. Anyway, so human rights are a social construct. Like, if you want to give animal the same rights as humans, you can do whatever you want. Just don't like you can't like, if you run this world, you'll run it the way you want it to run. But you don't run this world. I don't run this world. You're asking me why am I not giving animal human rights? Like, I
Yeah,
do.
vegans make things individual. They make it individual responsibility.
Right.
You
They
know,
pretend
they don't really do a top-down analysis.
they pretend that I choose to do whatever I do. It's like, I don't choose anything.
Right.
Whatever I do is
Yeah.
because I'm forced.
Right. Right. They believe in a lot of free will and like individual responsibility, that kind
Right.
of thing.
Right. Let's continue.
Not depending on these characteristics that are obviously not significant, the skin color, the culture, the sex, have a right not to be enslaved. Now, if we give that right, no matter the sex, no matter the height,
So the right not to be enslaved, let's say that humans have a right. First of all, some humans are being enslaved right now. That's a given. So like, some people don't care. Whatever you say
Right.
in your little corner of the internet, that's very nice, but it has nothing to do with reality. So some humans don't have the right to not be enslaved. Um, in the American jail system, everyone is considered to be a slave. The 14th Amendment does not apply to people
Yes.
who are incarcerated. That's why they can pay them less than minimum wage. Children are also basically slaves. Basically, you can do whatever you want with your child as long as you don't abuse it, too much. So children are basically slaves. Children don't have the right not to be slaves. Anyway, so I mean, this in her little corner of the internet, she thinks humans have the right or not to be enslaved. Therefore, animals too. Okay, so don't enslave. You can do whatever you want. I will do whatever I want. Everybody does whatever they want within the limits, and the limits are set by society, and no one decided what these limits are. It's, it evolved. Like, no one decided what a chair means. The word evolved.
no matter the skin color, why wouldn't we give that right? Just because they are born in a different species, when the trait that is important is if they feel.
Oh, she's named the trait. Okay.
They feel, right? So where's the
How do you know
ethically
they feel?
significant difference?
Oh, she's using feel, which is sentient. She's pouring everything. She's throwing everything. Okay.
How do you know they feel?
Do you
How do you know
have
what they
Oh, how do you know they feel? Like, I once debated vegan gains, and I told him, if you watch a video of an amoeba like being attacked by another creature and being torn apart from the inside, you can see it struggling, and you can see that it's experiencing what we would describe as pain. And he kept denying. He said, that's your interpretation. I said, okay, fine. Anyway, because vegan gains doesn't want an amoeba to experience. He claims an amoeba is not sentient because it doesn't have a neural network, because vegan gains decided that you need a neural network to have experience, because vegan gains is Jesus, and he
You
decides.
need a nerve ganglia or some shit, yeah,
but but that's like,
or a brain.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's vegan gains. I mean, that's an assertion. No one knows where sentience comes from. We don't know that it comes from a neural network. As far as we know, neural networks have nothing to do, as far as I know, a neural network has nothing to do with experience.
Did he say it from a neural network?
Yeah, yeah. He said neural
Okay.
networks or something like that. Then I told him, well,
And then
artificial.
ChatGPT would be sentient, right?
What?
But then ChatGPT would be sentient.
Right. So he said, but ChatGPT is not a neural net. It's not the same as a neural network. So I told him, of course it is. He said, no, it's not. And then at one point we ended the debate, and he started watching YouTube videos about what is a neural network. So he was watching videos about what is a neural network like for a long time, but it doesn't matter. I mean, people in his chat explained to him that like artificial neural networks basically mimic the brain's neural networks. Anyway, neural networks are not designed to have an experience. They're, if you could say, they're designed for anything. They're designed for, for intelligence that has nothing to do with experience. Intelligence, it's not pain. There's no, I wouldn't say that pain and joy have anything to do with a neural network. That's not the job of a neural network. A neural network is for is to make intelligible intelligent decisions. It's like, given an input, choose the output that you've been trained on. That's it. That's all that a neural network is. A neural network is something that can train. That's it. Something that can learn. Neural networks can learn. And if they come with predetermined weights, then you would say they have instincts. But it's still like genetic learning. Like, if, anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that emotions seem to have ultimately nothing to do with the brain. It's deeper than the brain. So I would say an amoeba has all the emotions that we have. You can tell by its behavior. Like it tries to take over, it tries to eat, it eats, it satisfies when it eats, it when it is disgusted with something, it repulses away. If you poke it, it cringes away. So it has all the fundamental emotions exist already in an amoeba, and an amoeba is just a little robot. It's an electromechanical robot. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just listening to you.
Yeah. So that was my discussion.
Are you gonna continue the video?
Yeah, let's continue.
How do you know what they
Shawn,
feel and that sort of thing?
we're gonna take a breather now because you're calling into question if animals that you eat feel. I would just before you go on, make your
Okay, but it's a good question. Like, how do you know? How do you know that you feel? How can I know that I feel? What does it mean to feel? Define
Right.
feel. Like, what do you what do you like? How do I know that I feel? Like, okay, it's a nice assumption, but how do I know that I feel? Right? Can you Can you prove to me that I feel? Can I prove to me that I feel? Or is it an axiom? And if it's an axiom, then again, so everything is an axiom. So your veganism is just an axiom.
yourself to a full-on clown. We are making.
Ethics?
Are you seriously calling into question that the dogs?
Well, but she's not answering. She sees that this is at least one point where everything is built on an axiom, and she doesn't like axioms. Vegans don't like axioms.
That you have that snuggle up on your lap that they feel.
That's called an appeal to emotions. That's not an argument.
I'm not asking if they can feel pain or sense things. I mean, all things can, even plants can.
No, plants can't.
Oh, plants can't. How do you know? How do you know? An amoeba can.
She's defined it in a way that you know what I mean. She's defined it in a way that things that feel pain have a nervous system. Things that don't feel pain don't have a nervous
a
system.
nervous system is just for transferring signals. That's all it does.
Yes, and that's including like pain signals.
Wait,
So she's defined it that way.
wait, I couldn't hear you. What? So what I was saying is that the nervous system is just a network of communication. Like the peripheral, right? The nervous system is composed of basically two parts: the central nervous system, that's like the brain, and the peripheral, that's like the spine and everything. So you could say that the nervous system, like, that's just a transfer mechanism. It just sends electrochemical signals to the central nervous system. But internally in the central nervous system, again, it's just transferring signals. It's just a system.
Yeah, she's calling that pain, right? She's calling like
we don't know. We don't know what pain is. Like it's
true. That's how she's defining it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you don't define pain. You need to explain pain. And
well, I'm saying she has a definition of the word she's used.
But what do you mean? We have to agree, but this is not about definition. This is about, do plants feel pain? How do you know they don't? Like when I eat a plant, how do you know it's not feeling pain? How do you know?
Wait a minute. I'm saying I'm not saying that in a wider philosophical sense they don't. I'm just saying with her definition of that's how she's defining it, right?
But you cannot define on your own something. A definition in a debate is something that has to be agreed upon, and then you use the definition to communicate ideas. So you cannot define pain such that plants don't feel it. The question is, do plants feel it? I would say yes. If an amoeba,
okay.
You can look at a video of an amoeba being murdered alive. It's obvious that it's experiencing pain. It's experiencing shock and horror. It's being murdered. It's being eaten alive. It's being ripped apart. You can tell that it's experiencing horror. Why would that be different than the horror you feel when you're eaten alive or a plant? Why would that be any different? I don't see the reason to think it's different. But so a definition here is not going to help anyone. You actually need to explain what experience is. So the answer would be that an amoeba seems to experience life just like we do, but we know that an amoeba is just a mechanical machine. So either you agree, therefore, that a simple mechanical machine can experience life, pain, and suffering like we do, or we don't, just like it doesn't, because we're just composed of a trillion of these machines. There's no, like, our brain is like a trillion machines, but each of which is a simple mechanical machine. And he's gone, just like that. And just like that. Let me see. The four major allied powers, France, Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, set up the International Military Tribunal. Oh, in Nuremberg. Okay, so it was like four major. Where's this? Oh, the Soviet Union too? Nuremberg, Germany, to prosecute and punish the major war criminals of the European Axis. The International Military, it was a military tribunal, presided over a combined trial of senior Nazi political and military ... Interesting. What's this? Vegan gains. Let's see the story with vegan Vince Potato. Who's Potato?
Yeah, so I was gone for a few days because I have epididymitis, which might be from an infection. Basically, it's just a thing that makes your balls hurt like fucking crazy, and that's also why I was feeling sick that last day. So that's why I was gone.
What? He has an infection in his nuts? What's going on?
For a few days. My left testicle in particular was hurting like fucking crazy.
What happened? What? His left testicle was infected? What's going on with this guy?
But now I am back. And I've also got some wonderful news. I'm getting a divorce. So Jasmine's already moved out. She basically finished moving out today. So, you know.
This is pretty wild.
Let me see.
Earlier this year, inmates at a Miami prison managed to birth a child without ever even meeting each other face to face. 23-year-old Joanne DePaz and 29-year-old Daisy Link, both in prison for separate murder charges, started talking to each other through the air vents before falling in love and eventually wanting kids. Using a makeshift line made out of bedding, they passed Joanne's erectoplasm through the vents, while Daisy used a yeast infection applicator to inseminate herself. Against all odds, the plan worked, and the baby was born healthy. The pair are now in different prisons, while Joanne's mother is raising their baby girl.
Amazing.
There is no help for some people. God damn. Yep, Jasmine and I split up. It was an amicable breakup. We're not like at each other's throats or anything. I could talk a whole lot of fucking shit, dude, about problems that I had with her and crap like that, but there's no point. Like, at the end of the day, you know, we just didn't work as a couple. That's all there really is to it. I'm not really going to bother going into details about, you know, my issues with her or her issues with me.
What VGO divorcing Jasmine? Why?
We just don't work as a couple anymore. It's as simple as that. But thanks for the donation, Dodo.
What do you mean
Way to start the new
7
year, single VG.
hours?
Happy New Year.
Yes, perfect timing. Thanks for the donation, Grey Knight. And, oh my god, yes. Turkey time.
What do you mean 7 hours, 8 hours? So he's restreaming vegan games? How? Is that legal? Does Vegan Gains not complain?
Just uploaded the Sparage video. It's an hour 33 minutes. Let's watch that first. Oh god, this is gonna be great.
Oh, I watched it. Yeah, it was awesome.
A RuneScape-addicted emo teenager who stabbed his classmates. A vegan conspiracy theorist who starved himself and stared at the sun until he had a mental breakdown. A carnivore who bit into animal carcasses at vegan rallies and ate rotten meat on camera. A serial abuser who started a cult in Romania and stole his girlfriend's passport to keep her from leaving. An attempted murderer who blackmailed a man into throwing acid on his ex-wife and 2-year-old son. It may be hard to believe that these are all the same guy, but they are. His name is Sparage, and he is the ultimate internet
And that's fake hair. He had an implant. He lost his hair.
psychopath.
He is.
Sparage's real name is Gattis Langsdale.
No, I didn't see the Sam Hyde video yet. Which Sam Hyde video are you talking about? I've seen a few pop up that were a bunch of people told me to watch. Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside Trump Hotel, killing one and injured more.
No, it didn't. It prevented the explosion.
Way. You gotta be fucking with me, dude.
Yeah, but they hate Elon Musk because he's Orange Man bad.
This is real. Cybertruck explosion at Trump Las Vegas Hotel.
Oh, they're so happy.
Treated as possible act. The driver pulled into the.
Wait.
Oh my god. This hotel treated as possible act of terror. Oh my god. Crazy, like balls of flame. One of the most retarded terror attacks I think I've ever fucking heard of. If this guy and XWE have now confirmed that the explosion was caused by very large fireworks and or a bomb carried in the bed of the rented Cybertruck and is unrelated to the vehicle itself. When was this? January 1st. This might have been some fucking idiot who was just planning a New Year's celebration. Who knows? Well, there you go. John donates $. Will Jasmine be staying in Canada or is she going to leave the country? She's staying in Canada. I helped her get a new apartment, so she's... I don't actually know exactly where she's staying, but she's got a new apartment. Thanks for the donation, John. Donation, Majin Buu. Talking about Sparage? She's married, and not quite my type either, but thanks for the donation, Grey Knight.
My scientific brain concluded that your dropping subscriber count is correlating with your ability to attract women. Now that you are divorcing Jazzman, does this mean you will finally fuck men?
No, I don't think I'll be fucking any dudes. So, that's not going to change. Thanks for the donation, though, Nate Sneedhigger.
Glad to see you are well and sorry for all that you are going through. You have our support. Plenty love.
I need cards so I can make notes for our vacation blog. Hello, how are you today?
Hello, how are you?
What a great day.
Hello.
And I need scotch tape for my bifocals.
I think they call it cello tape.
Cello tape. All right, cello tape, cello tape. Where's the cello tape? Oh, see, can you see the cello tape? Oh, it's right in front of my nose. Oh, peekaboo. Look who we got in here.
Who's hiding in there with the pretty eyes?
I bet it's not just your eyes that are pretty, am I right?
Oh, right in front of her.
Oh, I just abused it.
What's your name, honey? Amina.
Amina, what a pretty name for a very pretty pair of eyes. I'm Ronald, this is Pammy, and we are from Bediddly Boing on Idaho.
I'm gonna let you not. Amina, honey, would you mind if I got a picture of you with Ronald?
Would you, honey?
Are we on-
All righty. Be a handsome couple.
Oh, you can have them. Say, Amina, honey, you know, I sure could use one of these things first thing in the morning.
Oh, don't listen to Pammy, Amina. She looks as good in her birthday suit today as the day I married her.
Okay, this is Aisha.
Isn't she probably pretty?
This is Afifa.
Isn't she probably pretty?
This is Rahman.
What a guy.
This is Fatima.
Isn't she probably pretty?
This is Rita.
Is she probably pretty?
This is Hassan.
What a guy.
This is
Isn't
Jamel.
she probably pretty?
This is
Isn't she
Samira.
probably pretty?
This is
What a guy.
This is
Isn't she
Salima.
probably pretty?
This is
Isn't she
Akita.
probably pretty?
This is Salma.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Say, Amir, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
It sure has, and if you are ever in Bediddly Boing, Idaho, you'll be sure. Amina.
What show is that from? That's kind of funny. I
Meat eaters?
they already know, you know, eating animal products is wrong, but then they still do it. They still eat dairy and eggs, so that's retarded enough. But it's always the vegetarians, you know. One thing. Thanks for the donation, Wandering Mason.
Do you hate vegetarians as much as meat eaters?
In some ways, I kind of hate vegetarians more.
He hates vegetarians more. Oh my god.
One thing is, they already know, you know, eating animal products is wrong, but then they still do.
They know eating animals is wrong. They know because Jesus vegan gains said so.
It. They still eat dairy and eggs, so that's retarded enough. But it's always the vegetarians that are doing this like carnist cuckoldry. Anytime you're criticizing a meat eater for eating meat, some fucking random vegetarian will come out and say, "Don't judge people for eating meat; it's their personal choice. I'm vegetarian because I just want to live that way, and I don't judge anybody else for their choices." It's always the fucking vegetarians. Can't fucking stand them. So I might hate vegetarians a little bit more, honestly. Thanks for the donation, Speed Racer.
No, I am taking about Trump.
I don't think anything happened to Trump. Thanks for the donation, though, Dono. She's already moved into her new apartment. She still has a little bit of stuff left here. She has her car tires still in the basement. She said she might come back next week to just pick those up, but yeah, we're separated. We still have to apply for the divorce. It's kind of weird and complicated. I might have to get a lawyer to just do it, but it's going to be a non-contested divorce. We don't have any kids. We aren't fighting over money or anything like that. So she's keeping her car, and she's paying for it, obviously. She's also taking Finn, Faye, and Bimo. I'm keeping the rabbits and Gummy, obviously. But yeah, it's just a non-contested divorce, so it should be fairly simple. We don't have to, like, all we need really is just a judge to put a stamp on a piece of paper. So it shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, looking online, I see a bunch of weird conflicting things. Like on one thing, it says that you have to be moved out to even apply. On another thing, it says you don't. And then there's different things telling me I need different paperwork, so I have to figure that out. But yeah, we're officially separated. Thanks for the donation, James.
Last I can recall on a past stream, you said if you were single you would smash Miss Katie if you were and thought she was cute. Now she's not your type?
Well, you know.
Wait, Miss Katie, the vegan teacher? She's hot.
It's being a bit
I would bang her, definitely.
facetious, but, you know.
But she's married.
I don't know if she's really my type. But she's married and stuff, too, so.
Yeah.
But thanks for the donation, Grey Knight.
She's happily married.
What does Jasmine do for a living?
I'm not going to tell you because that would make it far too easy to dox her, so I'm not going to say. But she has a job, and she's paying her own damn rent now. But thanks for the donation, Speed Racer.
What led to the breakup?
Oh boy, I could go on for hours. Without going into too much detail, the relationship might have just been ultimately doomed. Like, we're kind of just different and not on the same page, and you know, there's a lot of little things. You know, me being depressed for so long play a role. She has things that she does that annoy the fuck out of me, and I think what also really set things off was her being in the meeting with me and the psychiatrist that I was seeing. The psychiatrist told her that I have antisocial personality disorder, specifically narcissism, which I don't agree with that diagnosis. I don't see how I could be a narcissist. But I know that bothered Jasmine, hearing that from the psychiatrist. So there's a lot of little things that added up to it, but like fundamentally, we just didn't work perfectly, and yeah, it just got to a point where we just frustrated each other too much, kind of. You know. Thanks for that donation, No Hands Wade.
And he was born in Latvia, which we know thanks to the About Me section of his old YouTube page. And when I say old, I mean ancient. His first account was created in 2006, and it really showed since his page was decked out in emo music and
better than everybody. I'm smarter, more handsome, better looking, bigger, taller, strong.
Into at the time. Imagine having your emo face documented online.
I act like I'm better than everyone. Well, here's the thing. I am better than everybody. I'm smarter, more handsome, better looking, bigger, taller, stronger. I'm vegan, so I should be able to kill anybody I don't like.
Oh my god, he thinks that he's allowed to kill anyone he doesn't like because he's vegan and they're not. He actually thinks in these terms. Wow. Scary.
The main reason
he thinks he has a license to kill because other people are not vegan like him. Wow. He literally thinks that.
She told me the main reason she gave me the narcissism diagnosis is because of my callous disregard for human life. I told her about the story of nearly killing that kid when I was in the 4th grade. So, and she asked me some other questions about like what I think about people generally, and that was the main reason she gave me the the narcissism diagnosis. I don't meet all criteria for narcissism, but apparently, if you can click off like 3 boxes out of the I don't know how many, that's how you make the diagnosis.
How can you say that he is a narcissist when he cares for animals? So I don't see that. I don't think there is such a thing as narcissism.
Try to warn you, bro. My dick is just too tasty. It tends to have that effect on women. Did she show you the pictures in her phone, or did she just finally come out and tell you that I dick her better, bro? Call me Mr. Dick her down because I slept that ass.
All right, well, she's your problem now. Thanks for the donation. Ask yourself.
Are you going?
Ask yourself? Wait, that's him? Ask yourself himself?
All right, well, she's your problem now. Thanks for the donation. Ask yourself.
Just too tasty. It tends to have that effect.
Is that really him? I don't believe it.
Effect on women. Did she show you the pictures in her phone, or did she just finally come out and tell you that I dick her better, bro? Call me Mr. Dick her down because I slept that ass.
All right, well, she's your problem now. Thanks for the donation. Ask yourself.
Are you going to look for some friends or roommates to move in with you, or are you going to live off on your own now on?
Why in the fuck would I want a roommate? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna live on my own. I don't see in the foreseeable future allowing anybody to like officially move in. Like, you know, if I meet some chick or something, I just don't want to have to deal with the fucking hassle of having some girl go batshit fucking insane on me. And then because of the like rental laws here, I can't just force her to fucking leave. So I don't want to really take any risk like that. Where if I end up having a live-in girlfriend, she just goes fucking insane, and then it's impossible to get her out. But thanks for the donation, Grey Knight.
Now that Jasmine is no longer with you, do you think it's possible for her to quit veganism in the near future or far future?
It's possible. I don't have control of her mind, and you know, I don't think she's the most sensible person. But I don't have any strong reason to think she's gonna quit being vegan anytime soon. Thanks for the donation, Speed Racer.
I could sense that you two needed separate counseling. Will you remain friends? If I had been the psychiatrist, Jasmine would never have been allowed in that meeting. That seemed weird. This separation could be good.
We're not really gonna be friends, so we're not gonna like hang out together or anything like that. But we're on friendly terms with each other. So it's not like we're screaming, yelling, fighting constantly. It wasn't a breakup like that. It was, you know, we just fell out of love and then we decided to part ways. So if she needs, like, she still has a bunch of shit left over here. Her summer tires for her car are down in the basement. She said if she has room in her new place in like a storage unit, she'll come by and pick those up. So like, you know, we're not friends, but you know, we're on good terms. I think I was the one who wanted her to come in and talk to the psychiatrist just so that we had the same information on like treatment and stuff like that. But yeah, I know that kind of freaked her out a little bit, the psychiatrist diagnosis, but even without that, we would have still broken up. Thanks for that donation, there, James.
Does this mean you can go outside now and go on cool quests and stop being such a pussy-whipped little biatch? No more Jasmine would let me 9 yeah, Jasmine says I can't play outside with the big dogs and do big dog things. Time to get an STD.
Well, there will be some changes that happen with Jasmine gone. One thing is I can be loud at night, so that's nice. I can also, yeah, I can basically just do whatever I want at any time. So you might see some more late night streams where I'm being loud, and I might end up streaming at some odd times too. So, you know, you might see me stream at like 3 in the morning or something, shit like that. So it might change my schedule around a little bit just because I don't have to be considerate to her being able to sleep, crap like that. Otherwise, I don't think too much is going to change. Thanks for the donation, the booty come.
Was she paying her fair share while living together? Was she unreasonable with her wishes, house rules, etc.? Are you happy the relationship is over? Did you see this coming for a while? Are you going to fuck some hookers now?
Well, again, that's one of the reasons we broke up. I think she was being completely unreasonable, and she didn't see it that way. So again, just irreconcilable differences. So I don't want to get into any big details because it's whatever, you know. I don't want to be one of those people who talk shit like crazy about their ex and badmouths them. It's just, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fuck any hookers though. Thanks for the donation though, Axel.
AW man, not Prismo. I'm going to miss him wiggling on your lap.
He's not gonna bang any hookers, but he is. One second. I am not vegan, but let me see. Bro watches Vince Potato. I just who's Vince? I just subscribed to Vince Potato. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like this is like you can watch all of Vegan Gains content for free forever. This doesn't make any sense. Why is Vegan Gains allowing this? I don't understand. What do you mean? Bro watches Vince Potato. What's wrong with watching Vince Potato? I don't get it. What is Vince Potato? What's going on? Vince Potato. I'm a potato. 300 videos. Jesus. That's a lot of videos. Oh my god, these are funny videos. Vegan Gains live? How could this be? How could he have 242 Vegan Gains live? And 52 older Vegan Gains? How is this how is this possible? No way. How? How is this allowed? This is unbelievable. So I can even watch my content. I don't think I was on his show. No, I think I was on his show a couple of months ago. I don't remember anymore. Oh, Snitch. Right. I was on his show when he was watching Snitch. Scientific.
Great Hannibal Lecter.
Fuck it.
You don't need to worry about it.
To react before it's
admits the economy is
because Hezbollah still
To packs up.
Hope all is well.
Zeke often describes.
I can't. Yeah, understand.
It's pretty clear.
In biodiversity,
I really not going to develop
a small, dense LDLs.
So I'm going to blame that. Those look like rental.
Where's scientific
requirements? And this is where it gets interesting. European regulators.
I actually communicated with this guy, and I made a response video to one of his videos. Yeah, oh, 1 second.
Months of their schedule. So remember,
you really don't. Just industrial.
Whoa.
Shifting.
But I don't believe you.
Where's scientific snitch?
Absolute pieces of for a week yet.
Because Hezbollah still had their arm. People in Lebanon are post Hezbollah who fuck.
Yeah. About
To packs up.
the carry again. That shit.
Ching.
Easy, set me out
Nice cat.
Should help for mom.
I don't know where scientific. Maybe towards the end.
See as much in mountain.
Looking at bracket 3 is this. And then.
So, son, do you want to?
Way before the
It must be politically
more
neutral.
information?
October 27th, the deal goes through.
Twitter was politically neutral.
The next evening, a far-right conspiracy theorist breaks into the San Francisco home of Democrat House Speaker.
Let me see. North Korea. It's like maybe towards the beginning.
Stream and in life, like
kind of to bring back soil quality. You know, in a nutshell,
none.
Everyone goes vegan.
There's some videos I want to react to. There's also some other games that I want to play. Really,
sclerosis would
to be produced for just it's
have no.
What an idiot, LMAO. Makes any sense. So to run on these stupid fucking diagrams he's as well. So I would say just for smoking, alcohol.
Were on people like say Jordan Peterson.
Very real, tangible.
With Glenn Schofield.
So
from
I had scientific. I prepared scientific snitch to debate vegan gains. It's actually, where is it? If I just go to my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel, vegan gains live. Look for scientific. Preparing with scientific snitch. 5 views. Yeah, because I took it offline. As soon as we did it, I took it offline. Is it even public? Let me see. I don't even know if it's public. Okay, it's public, but no one is watching it because I didn't publish it right away.
Let me just. I think. Okay. All right.
So would you be?
Mm-hmm.
So how exactly is this going on to YouTube?
I'll send you the link. It's a live. It's on my channel.
So, Mr. Slave, why do you think Vegan Gains is sussy? What do you mean sussy? They had epididymitis from a bacterial infection, but I don't think that is not the root or. I don't know. I'm not judging him. I'm I'm not judging him. Like if he has an infection, I wish him well. Uh, like he seems to have somebody brought this up. He seems to have a lot of medical issues. He's very young, but he's always tearing muscles and he's always sickly and with the depression. I'm not judging him. I'm just somebody else noticed it. I have nothing to say. I've nothing bad to say about him. I mean, I like him. He's smart, and I learn a lot from him. And his content it's good content. You can watch him for hours. I mean, he's really interesting. He has good takes, very deep takes, but a little bit psychotic, obviously. But the fact that he has an infection inside the testicle, a bacterial infection in the testicle, I didn't know you can even survive it. Inside the testicle? What bacteria? Not even a virus, an actual living bacteria? How? I'm not judging. I'm just, like usually bacteria. When somebody gets a bacteria, they die. Like the bacteria just eats them. So I don't know anything about that, but it sounds scary. I'm not saying he's sussy. I don't know what you mean by sussy. I don't suspect him of doing anything. He I think he's like a function. He's socially functional. He functions socially, more or less. Now he mentioned that he's not going to get a hooker, but that's because women line up to bang him because he's famous and he has everything about. He's got everything going for him, so he doesn't need hookers. Well, it is sussy because it is elusive. I don't think anyone knows for sure. What do you mean elusive? I mean, he's pretty transparent. I wouldn't say about Vegan Gains there's anything elusive about him, unless you mean elusive about the bacteria. No, I don't find him sussy. I don't find him suspicious of anything. I don't, in general, I don't suspect anyone of anything. The cause of the health issues, okay. I don't know. I don't know why he seems to have health issues. I don't know. I don't know. Like he also had this knee injury in high school or something, and that's why he didn't become a professional hockey player, if I remember correctly, something like that. So he's had issues since he is little or something. Whatever, I'm not judging. Like, so, whatever. I'm again. I just wish him health. As much of a psychopath that he seems to be, he's still, I would consider him a friend. I've had friendly debates with him. He's been, nice, more or less. He's usually psychopathic, but that's how he makes his living. So I don't think he personally. He said in a debate with me that he hates me when I told him that a bacteria seems to have emotions. That fine. So he hates hearing that a bacteria seems to have not a bacteria but an amoeba seems to have emotions. Obviously, it completely destroys his thesis that, oh, Evil.
Hey, what are you up to?
Hey. So I'm having a conversation with I am vegan, but I am not vegan, but
Okay.
yeah, we're reviewing vegan gains, and I'm also
to
simultaneously.
the Vince Potato channel. Yeah.
Wait, do you know Vince Potato? What is this Vince Potato?
I don't know the person, but they upload his streams. He can't really do a copyright strike because he says it will reveal his location and dox him. So he doesn't want to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
the
why he doesn't go
reason.
after people who troll him. You know, the people on YouTube who have the
That's
Veganism
why
Exposed channel.
that's why I don't do anything. Like whenever somebody does anything to me, I just let it go because obviously you need to disclose information. Yeah. Like even when ask
Yeah.
yourself what he gave me a copyright strike for no reason. I mean, I took down the video. He could have just asked me to take down the video. What did I know? But I didn't contest it. Let me see. So Mr. I
Yeah.
am not vegan, but LMAO. What is LMAO? You have to be more clear when you're saying LMAO. So that's very interesting. So we can watch Vegan Gains content for free forever. That's incredible. I did not know
They
that.
might not get every video, but yeah, there's that channel and there's the other channel.
So why is he getting only 120 subscribers? Like I would imagine he should get like hundreds.
People just don't want to watch the streams that much, and they don't know about it.
That's
I don't know how
incredible.
many views does that got. There's one channel.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, Hey Monkey Prick is the name of the channel, and that has the most recent video. And then the video gets deleted, and then it gets uploaded to that channel. So I don't know if they're the same person or different people who are archiving his videos. I have no idea.
Wait, he says Vegan Gains here. This is a bad thing for me. Otherwise, I just make them public. What do you mean Vegan Gains here? Wait, is he still streaming right now?
No, he's not streaming right now. He stopped a few hours ago, like 6 hours ago.
So
7 hours.
what does I'm not vegan but means when he says Vegan Gains here? This is a bad thing for me. Otherwise, I just make them public. I think he
Well, I don't
doesn't.
know.
I think because he doesn't want people to have the content available because the content is too dangerous. It's too edgy. He doesn't really
Right.
care.
Yeah. So his videos get copyright strike and taken down. So like I don't know if he makes money off them anyway. He has to delete his streams a lot of the
It's
time.
not copyright. It's the problem of the violations, the community guideline violations.
Yes, that too. Yeah.
Because he's so abusive and edgy.
Well, it's
So
both. Yeah. But yeah.
TFM does the same thing. TFM takes down his own videos because it's too dangerous. I might do it
Yeah.
also sooner or later. It's too dangerous to just leave infinite content on because every piece of content of yourself that you leave up is it's munition for your enemies. Yeah.
You should never talk to anyone ever or go outside.
Basically,
Munitions for your enemy.
welcome to the 21st century. So, I mean, this says here that Scientific Snitch was on this stream, but I can't find her. Anyway, but there was a video I'm showing.
What stream is this? Let me see.
It's
First,
like one before the last one. Let me see. I thought you could pay them to access them, but still they say they have to delete some, and their reasoning was undoxing. I am not vegan, but I don't understand what you're trying to say. I thought you could pay them to access them. Pay them?
Yeah, you can become a
Who's them? Pay them.
subscriber. You can become a Vegan Gains. You
Them
can
is Vegan
subscribe to Vegan
Gains?
Gains' channel. Yeah, you can join his channel and become a member and
Wait.
access the live stream.
But what do you, so when he says them, he means vegan gains?
I believe so.
So them vegan
Or
gains.
he means bird flinging monkey. I don't really know.
No, yeah, TFM I know, and vegan gains I know. I mean, but when you look at vegan gains content when he's offline, it says you can pay and get it. Yeah, I know that.
Yes, yeah.
Some person donated a very bad suggestion, so they said they had to delete the stream later.
Oh yeah, some of the streams people will send a video of violence towards children or animals.
It's that.
And he'll play it on the stream.
Like you can even text like the N word, and that's bad enough.
Yeah.
I mean VG and their streams. Okay. The reason they don't take down Vince Potato. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the reason is toxin.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So but this is my video. Where's my video? This one. So I prepared Scientific Snitch to debate vegan gains.
You can mirror it if you want.
That's cool.
So,
Yeah, did something happen with Scientific
So I think
Snitch?
it's like
She
this
did a
topic.
video on some topic.
When lately?
Was it on sentience or something? I can't really remember a while back. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I mean, she had a debate with Vegan Gains, and sentience came up, and then Vegan Gains called me, and I debated him about sentience, and that's when we got into neural networks and amoebas.
Talking points and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't see. It's not letting me text you anything. In my opinion. Oh, I didn't send it yet. Oh, sorry. The last text I didn't send. Okay, here's the link to our current discussion, so you can have it. It's a permalink. All right. So let's. I would pretend that let's have a mock debate.
Sure.
So that's the best. All right. So I'm Vegan Gains. So obviously,
Okay.
I think I've seen this.
What?
I think I saw this video. I think I watched it before.
There's only
But I
5
can't remember.
views. You're one of the 5?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I don't know if I watched it all, but yeah.
That's amazing.
So I don't want to completely I know that he doesn't personally follow you, but I also don't want to get away with the question I answered.
So I prepared her, and the next day she took a
She
completely.
didn't do the thing that, yeah.
She didn't
Yeah,
do the
exactly. She didn't
thing.
listen to
Like
you.
I told her exactly how to win, and she just like she said yeah, and the next day she did none of it and completely lost, unfortunately.
Well, I'm starting off with
I can't
actually
remember
going to
what
start off with.
strategy was.
What?
I can't remember what strategy you told her to use. What did you tell her to do?
Let's see. I don't know.
I guess we could start off with.
I'll private it until after if you want.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, because that first question I feel like is a pivotal question, which I have different I have 2 different routes I could go with it because I know that he's either going to say 1 or 2 things. It's the only response I could think of, but we'll see if we can see if there's anything else.
So I unlisted it, so your link should be effective, but it's if no one has the link, no one should be able to find it. It's unsearchable, it's unfindable unless they have the link, and the link you cannot guess the link. The link is beyond guessing, so it's basically only available to you and to me. And after the debate, I'll make it public. All right.
Awesome.
So okay, so you want to start, or you want me to start?
Yeah, sure. So because Vegan Games started last time, I already talked to him about this, but it's because I thought hey, he started last time, it's only right I start this time. And so to begin, I'm going to start off with what I believe to be his contradiction in the last debate. So going off the last debate, how could he speak on animal ethics in their right to live, but also be in favor of killing carnivores when they biologically need meat to live?
All right. So I mean, he just.
You want me to talk to you like Vegan Games?
It's whatever. We can switch in and out of character. So the way so his approach is he wants to minimize animal rights violations. So I can tell you that he actually wants to destroy all life in the universe as soon as possible. This is the logical conclusion of minimizing anything. But if you want to minimize rights violations in the universe, then you want to end all life in the universe as soon as possible. That's the minimum. The minimum rights violations possible is if you destroy all life in the universe as soon as possible. So
I'm sorry, 1 second. My boyfriend has a client call.
No problem. So did you hear what I said?
Yeah, so he wants to minimize rights violations, but
she didn't get it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's continue. So he said that that's the catalyst, but the reason he split from what's her name, Annabelle, Virginia. What's her name? His wife's name.
Who? Jasmine?
Jasmine. So the reason they separated, it's not because of the psychoanalysis, whatever. It's just a
Well, that was one
catalyst.
factor.
It's
Yeah.
just a cat. He said that they fell out of love, and it's just a matter of time. I remember in one of the videos he told her that he misses sniffing her tushy. So
I
that
remember that too.
right, but that suggests that he loved her. That's love. Like if you miss the sniffing your partner's butthole, and the taste, that's love. That's perfection. I cannot imagine a better match. So I don't know what happened.
Well, he died a while ago, so I don't know why you're bringing him up now. But I've got Gum Gum. I don't know what he's up to. He might still be upstairs.
Wait, Prismo died? Who died?
Prisma did die. Yeah, he died of acute kidney failure.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why you're bringing him up now. But I've got Gum Gum. I don't know what he's up to. He might still be upstairs. He likes poking at the rabbits. But I've got Gum Gum now. And Gum Gum is a sweetie. And
His house must smell so bad. Jesus Christ.
I love him.
I don't know.
This is my Gum Gum.
I haven't been there, so I can't tell.
It's like worse than having babies. Like a house with babies smells like old milk.
Talcum powder. I know. Yeah, that's
It
true.
smells like many. It's like it's a cocktail of a bunch of things that smell really bad. It's like you could be like a really wealthy family. If you have babies, your house is gonna smell bad. You could be as rich as you want. Your house is gonna smell bad if you have babies. I'm sorry.
I see this. This is Gum Gum. Gum Gum is my retarded adopted son, and I love him. Look at his paws. He's so big and handsome. There's my Gum Gum. He sits with me on my lap sometimes when I'm streaming. It's a really good Gum Gum.
I saw a video of a chick holding a cat, and the cat clawed her eye out on camera. Yeah.
The hell? Oh my
Yeah.
god! Where
Yeah.
did you see this?
It's like on YouTube.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. I mean, it didn't claw the eye out, just claw. I mean, the next image.
Oh, okay. I wasn't seeing that.
Right. You couldn't see, but the next snapshot was her bleeding, from
Oh my
basically from her eye. So that's probably the end of that eye.
There he is working out with me. He loves to lift weights with me because he's a good kitty. There he is sleeping on his.
You can declaw them or like whatever. I mean, they don't need their claws. They're, like as long if they, it's like they don't need their nuts. I mean, if you remove their nuts, you might as well remove their claws. I mean, it's way too dangerous to live with.
Yeah.
It's just dangerous. I mean, think what you want. Like if I had these claws, I wouldn't want them. It's too dangerous to have them.
Yeah, unless you're outdoor cat, they need to survive. Or
I mean,
something. There's no
sure.
reason for them to have
Right. Let me
claws,
see what
yeah.
he says here.
He
He says no. You actually remove their toes.
What?
Removing claws is pretty bad. You actually remove their toe. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
but
you could file their claws down or some shit. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
put mittens on them, little cat mittens, so they can't claw you.
Yeah.
You could definitely cut their claws, so they're not as easy to like. I don't know why they're.
You can somehow always file them, and but give it a couple of weeks, and it's back to, jungle quality. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got? That's vegan schmains.
Yeah. Did you watch the Raffaella video? What happened? What did you think?
What's the Raffaella video? This one?
Sorry, the militant
The
vegan
debate?
Yeah, the debate with John Baker. Yeah, how'd it go?
I don't know if I kept on watching. Let me see this one.
They have no central nervous system. We have no reason to believe that just because something reacts to stimuli, just like your phone does, Shawn, they can therefore have sentience, have desires, have interests. But even if you...
Right, this destroys their thesis, but not completely, because it depends on their definition of veganism. If it's because of feelings, or is it because of animal rights or human rights?
You want to call that into question. If plants feel, that is no reason to put animals into slaughterhouses when you would never do that to humans. Now, please.
So wait, wait. If plants feel, then you eat plants. Then how is it different than eating animals?
Let's not call into question if your dogs can feel or if the cows that you put in your face hole can feel, because I believe that you know they do. Now, where's the ethically
What do you mean that you know? You have to prove it.
significant difference between a feeling cow and a feeling dog or a feeling human that you might eat the one,
What about a feeling plant? Why would you say a plant doesn't feel?
but not the other?
So obviously, animals, the other animals, I'm sure you've been posed this before. And why don't those animals care? Why don't they care?
So you're dodging the question?
No, I'm just asking.
So you're dodging the question?
I'm very happy to eat animals. I'm very happy.
So you're dodging the question, Shawn?
Wait, I don't even know what he said.
We're not gonna. This is not gonna work. You're simply dodging my question. I answered your questions. I went down your hypothetical, even if it made no sense. I answered your false dichotomy. I did.
Even though they made no sense.
It was a false dichotomy.
Wait, what's going on right now? He's refusing to answer something. What is it? What's going on? I don't even know what's going on. Let's continue listening.
I gave a lot of explanation to that. So now stop dodging the question. You promised me at the beginning that you will not dodge this question. Where is the ethically significant difference between a cow and a human that justifies killing them? But
Okay, define ethics.
Not them. Where's the difference?
That's the definition of ethics. The way ethics evolved, we distinguish between these and these. You know, maybe 1,000 years ago, or like 10,000, I don't know how many years ago, we used to feel maybe somebody of a different tribe was as bad as animals. But the way ethics evolved, it's such that in the West today, we treat these different than these. That's the way it is. That's a given.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a difference. Well, animals are clearly different than humans.
Where's the ethically? You are different than me, Shawn.
Right, he doesn't know. He doesn't know that it's an axiom. The answer is that's an axiom. There is no like that. That's a the difference is axiomatic. That's what that is the first principle.
We are different. Can I eat you just because you're different? A woman's different from a man. A black person is different from a white person. Can I eat black people now?
She's right. No, because we don't allow this in the West. We don't allow you to eat humans in the West. We allow you to eat cows, but not humans.
No.
Well, the difference is significant enough to me personally that I'm comfortable eating.
No, it's nothing to do with you personally. Like you might personally want to eat a human, but society would punish you for that. That's why you don't do it.
Okay, Shawn, I'm gonna mirror your logic now. Shawn,
that's why you don't do it normally. If you,
I don't know if that's true. I mean, I think people might still eat meat even if it was illegal. I don't know if they would just.
No, but you could say humans eat humans. She said, "Why don't you eat humans?" The answer is, of course, I eat. Of course, humans eat humans when they when they crash and they're stranded and they're starving to death. Then they start eating, the dead ones first. They we eat dead humans when we have no choice. Happens happens not all the time, but happens when it happens. No one says anything against that. Like you don't have a choice. So it's not like you could say, but we don't execute, but we do execute humans. Like we kill humans. Like if a human misbehaves enough, we kill them. We kill them in war. We kill them as punishment in the court system. We abort babies if we don't want them. And and if a person dies of old age, or if a person dies, we recycle their organs, reuse their organs. Or if a person dies and then we burn them, we put the ashes, like we could put the ashes in a tiny container and put it as an ornament on my neck or something. I could even sprinkle it in my food and eat my dead parents. No one is going to stop me. I mean, people wouldn't look kindly on such behavior, but some chicks might find that actually a turn on. So you never know.
Wow, you got the cannibal riz,
Yeah, chicks. There's so many variations to chicks. Like you can be anything and find a chick that gets turned on by anything.
Your logic now, okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna be here, and yeah, I'm gonna say, Shawn, I am eating black people. I am
That's why she got.
It's like
she got, she got
racist
removed.
cannibal.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
all stuffed into these concentration camps.
I mean, I eat black chicks.
In the tray, Raffaella. Oh, nice.
I love black chicks. I mean, I don't eat their bodies. I eat their pee-pee.
Lady
And I'm taking away their titty milk.
What?
They're lady parrots, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
After putting my arm into their rectum to impregnate them with a rod into her vagina, and then
I don't know if that's true.
camps, and I'm taking away their titty milk after putting my arm into their
Their
rectum.
titty milk. There's other milk. Okay, so that's artificial insemination. We do that with humans too. So
To impregnate them with a
But
rod
they'll
into her
say it's
vagina.
consensual, right? She'll say it's consensual then.
okay. Did the animal object? I don't know.
Well, she would say that it's confirmation that you need, not a.
What do you mean? What do you mean by consensual? Do I do anything consensual? Do I enjoy living the way I do consensually, or am I forced by society? I would claim that nothing I do is consensual. Nothing anyone does ever is consensual. I don't consent to gravity. I didn't. The last I checked, gravity didn't check with me if I consent to it. I didn't consent to the laws of the universe. You know, they've been, can you say, foisted down my throat?
Imposed upon you.
Yeah, like this universe. I don't like I don't like the laws of this universe. Like I don't like dark energy or dark matter. Like I don't like them one bit. I don't like, you know, the
Well, you see,
curvature.
you're a gravity, yeah, and you need to name straight the gravity. Why you discriminate against the gravity and not the other forces? You know?
What do you call it? The curvature of space-time, especially Bell's theorem. I don't like Bell's theorem, so you know. But you know, nobody asked me if I consent to Bell's theorem. Let's see this. Let me see. Wait, did I miss all these messages? Oh my god, I missed a bunch of messages. Okay, so starting from this one. This is just logic explosion. Oh my god, this is from 5 minutes ago. How did I miss so many messages? This is terrible. Is that the
Face of evil distracted you?
Is that the ethically
The face of evil strikes again.
Yeah. What does he mean? Is that the ethically significant difference? Oh my god. Shawn nice teeth. What, he has nice teeth? Oh, we don't see it here. Wait, let me move this one all the way to here. Okay, let's continue. So this is why you have no viewers. Yeah, I know. I do my best. Trust me. I'm chasing comments. Stop tripping. Consensual has a non-absolute meaning. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
You said that you don't consent to.
I don't consent to.
He's saying, like, well, locally, we have a concept of consent that's already been established within the law.
But I don't.
So, like, clearly,
I don't consent. I don't consent to anything. Period.
Okay,
so, right, I live this life against my will. Everything is against my will. I want to live in a different
That's one of the arguments for
house.
antinatalism is the consent argument, actually.
What?
That's one of the arguments for antinatalism.
Okay.
Is that you don't consent to your existence.
Fine. I don't consent to my existence, and I don't consent to anything in this universe, and I don't consent to the legal system, to the social system, to the social structure. I don't consent to the fact
You're
that there's,
devil. You know?
look, I don't consent to the fact that there's
Against
not
the system.
20 beauty queens
Super hot
living,
women.
chasing me around my apartment right now. I don't consent. I don't consent. This is how am I different than this cow not consenting? Right? So nobody consent. I didn't consent to not being pegged by a beautiful chick. I did not consent. Okay, look, this is life. Welcome to this universe. No one consents ever, period. Like, the feminists actually say that if you consent to sex, that's still non consensual.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's the all penis and vagina sex is rape position,
Exactly.
like the Andrea Dworkin or someone. Yeah.
Like, you clearly see the difference where one thing is consensual and one is not in a conventional sense. Yes, but I'm not talking about a conventional sense. I'm talking about whatever I feel like talking about, which is a non conventional sense, like in an absolute sense, or in my. Like, I don't consent to not having 100 beauty queens under my table right now, under my desk. I don't consent. This is complete. Trust me, this is
Yeah. You
completely.
don't consent. You're Raffaella, the militant vegan, now having a fat ass that she doesn't have tick ties that save lives,
I don't
and that you don't consent to them.
consent to her not
It's
having big
she's a little
thighs.
itty bitty booty.
I don't consent. Look, I don't consent. I don't consent to not being Superman. I don't consent. I'm not joking. I don't consent. Oh, Michael.
Yeah. Who's
I
Michael?
first found you through your debates with Andrew Wilson. Will you ever go back to femdom slave content? Oh my God. Will I ever go back? It's very
Has
difficult.
he ever left? That's a real question. You know.
What?
I said, has he ever left? Have you ever left?
Yeah, but I don't make
Well,
I don't
okay.
make specifically that content because I once I left.
It'd be banned. It'd be
What?
blacklisted. Because you'll
What?
be blacklisted or shadow banned.
No, that's not the problem. I mean, that was basically what I was doing, you could say, on Playing with Fire, but I don't want to go back to those days. Those were basically sleepless nights. I was under so much duress, so I'm not interested in that
Really?
anymore.
Oh my god, that's terrible. Sorry to hear
He
that.
kept making
That's what
videos.
femdom does to people. You know, it's these women to start getting control, and then you can't sleep. You know.
Yeah. No, those were literally sleepless nights. Like I couldn't function. I was under so much duress. He kept making videos claiming, like asking, am I a pedo? Am I a pedo supporter? And and people believed him, whether I don't know why, or people are people, so they didn't know any better. So it was very uncomfortable times. So yeah.
Those videos still on his channel?
Of course.
Did he take them
And
down? Oh my god.
no, because I would have to dox myself. But
People have to
sometimes
find a way around this. You know, people have to get like a PO box or some shit, or like a fake address.
no, I
You
don't
know,
have a
you're gonna
problem.
have
No,
to get around this somehow. Big
it's
one.
impossible. Like you need to dox yourself to communicate, to do anything legally, you have to dox yourself. There's just it's
Yeah.
illegal. You have to deal with the legal system. The first step is to dox
Oh right,
yourself.
and that'll have your real name. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They have everything.
Just
Otherwise,
keep changing your name. You know.
yeah,
That doesn't work either. Actually, there's a legal trail of that too. Shit.
yeah. Anyway,
Hire someone else to impersonate you.
that's illegal. That's literally illegal.
Well, you know, I know, but I would
Anyway,
follow the law.
no, it doesn't matter. There's nothing. Ultimately, I just have to deal with just deal with it. It's there's nothing I can at this point. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not most of the time. It's not really interesting. But some of the time, sometimes when people come to my debates and they really don't like my position, so suddenly you would see in the side chat people posting those videos that I'm supposedly a pedo question mark. So like when people like when you debate someone and you mop the floor with their face and they get butt hurt, so then they look for anything to get a reprisal.
What was their argument anyway? Like
His argument?
Yeah.
You can go watch the video. I mean,
Okay, I'll check it out.
It's basically what happened. I'll tell you what happened. What happened was that there was another YouTube creator. I forgot his name, who was in the manosphere, and during one of the and though in those days we were doing a lot of Omegle, if you remember Omegle. So in one of the Omegles, that creator, so a bunch of chicks, he asked them, how old are you? And they said under 18. So he said, come back when you're over 18. That's it. That was the entire interaction. He did not interact with them except for telling them basically, come back when you're over 18. So the entire manosphere, the playing with fire groupies started making videos about that creator that he's a pedo.
Yeah.
Because he said, come back when you're over 18, or come back when you're 18, or I'll see you when you're 18, something like that. So they claimed that is pedo.
Right, that's just kind of ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous position. Like that's insane.
Exactly.
People always do that too. Yeah, even if it was like come back when you're 20, like they'll still do it. It doesn't matter. Like it's like insane. Like just women are constantly infantilized. They can never be adults. Like it's just kind of ridiculous.
I don't even think it has to do
They're
with
really
women.
sexist against women, I think.
I don't even know if it has to do with women. Like the guy, that creator happens to be attracted to trans more than ladies. So he's basically
Yeah, but
gay.
they just interpret everything in the least charitable light. Go after
Right. So
anything to do with age, they're just like, oh my god.
Right. So I felt that this requires me to defend that creator. So I went and defended him, and I said, I don't remember exactly what, but I said, what did I don't remember, but I might have said something like that's not pedo, or something really mild.
Oh, clearly it's not. Yeah.
And that's when. So basically, I attracted the fire. So I invited everyone to attack me in order for them to stop attacking that guy. And that's it. So playing with fire decided, okay, fine, I'll attack Mr. Slave, and he went on the offensive. And in those days, I was making videos, like video after video, long form videos where I was analyzing what is pedophilia, being scientific about it.
These things have definitions. Yeah.
Definitions and legality, and pedophilia, that's just being attracted. That doesn't mean you're a rapist.
Yeah, you're not necessarily hurting anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact is, let's say this is how you are. Okay, that's just. So some people have two eyes, some people have one eye, but that's a given.
Right.
So some people, let's say, have pedophilic tendencies. Okay, or so who cares? That's like a tendency that you're born with. And that's it. The playing with fire kept going after. This is so I'm a pedo defender, pedo whatever, pedo apologist, and and his
They do that all the time. It's so weird.
right. So I had no choice. Like in the beginning, I told him, please, like it was getting me upset. I didn't know how to deal with it. Like if it were, I don't know what I would do if it would happen today. Like if it happens on my channel, then I mute people, I ban people. I mean, it happened on my server that people called me these names and attacked me. So I ended up, you end up banning people and muting people and doing whatever you can, and once you go on the offensive, they go on the offensive too, and then they start spamming and changing users and creating new users. It's a cat and mouse game. But that's on your server, on your channel. But this is like, I was, a lot of the time I was spending on his channel. Anyway, on Greg's channel, and on the Red Tomato channel, and a bunch, like, it was a whole, the sphere around playing with fire. And they came after me that I'm not a real scientist, and just endless personal attacks. Like, I don't care. Like, why are you endlessly attacking me? And it used to be funny that, like, I used to make everyone laugh. I was trying to be as funny as possible, and as weird and crazy and whatever, but it just turned into an endless personal attack, vicious attacks against me, that I decided that I'm not interested in this. Like, when it was funny and we used to joke, it was okay. Even though I was the butt of the joke, it was fine. I was like the Joker of the palace, whatever. It wasn't, like, it was fine. But then it just, like Alex from Playing with Fire, the way I see it is that he just got tired of me reducing him, like, he's on testosterone. He has naturally low T, and I don't know what mental issues he has, that he feels like he's second fiddle to me or something. That, like, he felt that I'm outshining him on his channel or something. Who knows?
Yeah, which is common, right? When that happens, it's like when you see on Twitter when someone gets ratioed, right? They freak out. There's this idea of
fine. I mean,
someone out tweeted your tweet and freaks out about it.
I don't know. I'm hardly ever on Twitter, so it's fine. I mean, it's like, the way I saw it was, I was helping him. I was helping him make good content. I was having, pretty good time. Everything was fine, but apparently he was getting emotional, and I guess I didn't see it. Like, everyone kept asking him when I'm going to be on his show. They always ask, when is Mr. Slave coming on? When is Mr. Slave coming on? So basically I became his channel, and he hated it, apparently. So he would, even though it was getting him great views, but he didn't want to be.
He wanted to be the face of the channel.
Yeah, which is fine. I
Not
mean,
you.
but you don't have to go scorched earth against me. Like, why would you do that?
Right.
But apparently, it was too much for him. So that's what he did. And yeah, that's it. Well, what can I do? That's
Could challenge him to a duel.
yeah. I mean, he's a little guy. He's a little weak.
How tall is he?
What? I think he's tiny. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't want to dox myself either way. I don't want to.
Okay.
Vegan Gains.
Sorry. Oh my god.
What?
I sneezed.
Oh. Vegan Gains kept offering to fight me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I told him, all right, so okay, well, whenever I'm in town, I guess we'll fight. But
do you train jiu-jitsu, kickboxing?
it doesn't matter. Look.
Okay.
It's not important because I mean the question is why fight him? Like what would be the purpose in fighting him? There has to be a good. I need to. I need to have an
Get something out of
incentive.
it, right? You need to,
I need to get something
yeah.
out of it, right? So what would I get? Like if we could make millions from this, like imagine
Yeah, but
everybody
like
would
Logan Paul fight, Jake
exactly.
Paul, yeah.
Exactly. That could be interesting. If I could make millions from that, then maybe we could but it is dangerous when you because but there is a referee, there is a judge,
Mhm.
so I don't know. I don't know.
No, you can still die, you get hit in the head.
Yeah, you can die. I mean, yeah, you can die.
My friend did a jumping, spinning back kick,
Mm-hmm.
and he kicked this guy in the face and
Mm-hmm.
knocked him out, and he fell through the ropes out of the ring, smack bang onto the judge's desk. And lucky the desk was there, or that person could have been killed. They fell straight out of the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's look, even like there's like people die in training. People die in
Yeah.
training holding, the pads. You can hold a pad. There was a guy was holding a pad, and the guy that kicked missed the pad and hit the
Yeah, and
guy
hit him.
hit the guy holding the pad in the neck, which is no big
Wow.
deal. But the carotid arteries go in the neck. If you get hit
Yeah.
in the neck, it blows up your carotid artery, and that you die. There's no I don't think you can survive that. So it's no big deal, but you could still even in training with a pad, nothing. It's like the most benign act, and you could still die. People died. People, So, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, it's dangerous to get out of your house. It's dangerous to be inside your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
plane could land on it, be struck by
yeah.
lightning.
Look,
The house could collapse on you. Yeah.
look, but if you fight someone like Vegan Gaines is, I think he's 6'3" or 6'4". He is, I don't know, 250. I've fought
He was 280. He's cut down to 220, 230 now.
It's I've fought people like that, and it's it could be dangerous. Like unless you like I have good technique, like I don't know, like I'm like with someone like that, the best thing is to take them down as soon as possible. You don't like, either way. You don't like the most damage you can sustain is in stand up, is doing the standing up, the striking part. So you want to avoid that. So what you would do with
Yeah.
in
You want
order
a single leg or ankle pick or something. Yeah.
right, you would so what you train.
No, I don't train.
Have you ever trained?
No.
Anyway, yeah, you would go for you don't even have to go for a takedown. You can just sit on your tushy and invite him.
Oh yeah, you can do
Yeah,
like the
you
jiu-jitsu
can.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do that and tell him to invite him to move in, and when he moves in,
Yeah.
you go for some attack. But when you're both on the ground, his height and size are not as advantageous.
Right.
So then, like when little guys go to war against big guys, so the little guy goes for the ankle, goes for a leg lock.
Yeah. Did you see Demetrius Johnson in that competition where he's fighting like the guy who's like 200 pounds more than him? It's crazy.
Demetrius is tiny, Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, he's fighting like a 200 kg guy.
What,
like
in
insane.
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Demetrius is amazing. He's Joe Rogan.
That clip of him doing the jumping flying arm bar
Right,
He
yeah.
suplexes somebody. There's a jump and flying armbar. It's such
Yeah.
a famous clip.
Yeah.
It's
He
like, wow,
trained.
it's magic.
Yeah. He trained a lot for that move. I mean, that move, he knew exactly what he's doing. That's not a coincidence. That's
No, of course.
Yeah, he trained specifically for that move. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to go poop my panties. Do you want to stay and I'll be back? Because there's 3 people with us. Actually, there's only 2.
I'll probably go.
You'll go? Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna need something.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here and then we can continue later. I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, I'll take a break, poop my pants, poop my diapers, and come back.